Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the OathCast. I, of course, am your host, Oath Alliance, and today I'm doing a very special rant version of the OathCast. Yes, I am taking off my reasonability hat, and I'm going full blown, full steam ahead, ticked off mode. So, what happened today? Well, a few things happened today. First of all, Roguestar, who had a interview with the escapist, his interview was taken down because he had threatened and or harassed someone. Of course, we can't get the evidence of that because it's confidential. Now, I'm not saying that, it maybe didn't happen, but I think people should be able to judge for themselves. If it was something that was available publicly, then we should publicly be able to have that information as readers, so we can decide whether or not it was actually harassment. Because let's face it, people are really taking this harassment thing very far on the internet. I have seen people so far, both in Gamergate and mainly out of Gamergate, that if you say, hey, I disliked your opinion, that is counted as harassment. That is not harassment, you little peons. I'm going to be very aggressive this time. It is not harassment. Harassment is not someone saying, I disagree with you. I mean, how can you even think that? I disagree with you. Oh my goodness, that is harassment. Call the police. Please come over and say, you're a moron. That's what they would say, because someone saying something you don't like is not harassment. Now, if the person won't leave you alone, and you do everything you can to get them to leave you alone, especially, mainly, if you stop talking to them, but they continue to send things to you, then yes, you can count that as harassment, because you have stopped. But if you engage in a conversation with someone, if you walk up to someone on the street or anywhere and say hi, and they go, oh, hello, and you go, how are you? Oh, I'm pretty good. Well, that's good. The sun's pretty nice. Yeah, it is. I like purple polka dots. Well, I don't really like purple polka dots. You're harassing me! Beep, 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 beep! 911! This person's harassing me! No, that's not harassment. That's not even close to harassment. Don't even pretend it's harassment. Because when you do that, you totally cut down what harassment is. Or someone going on someplace else and saying, hey guys, you know what? This person, this Phil dude over at, gamebox.com, he's just so stupid. That's not harassment either. Or someone going, hey, you know what? Maybe we could, hack his account and stuff and post penis pictures on there. That's not harassment either. That may be you acting like a child or acting stupid. That is not harassment. Do you know what harassment is? Saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to blow up your house. Or, hey, you know what? You're a freaking moron. Or, worse than that, dozens of times. Because the people don't deserve abuse. But if you say something like, I think all white people are murderers, do you know what people are going to do? They're going to come and say, no, that's not true. And if you go, yes, it is! See, all of you are murderers! And you want death on me! And no one has said that? Then you know what? They're not harassing you. Get over it. Get over your freaking self. Now, there's another thing that happened today, which is a game dev, was doxxed, not on the Gamergate side, and their home information was apparently leaked, and someone pretty much said that they were going to come up there with a K-bar and shoot them. That's unacceptable. It is. It's honestly unacceptable. But what's doubly unacceptable is the fact that some people, well, Gamergate as a whole has said, we're denouncing this. Like, I'm watching my feed here, and people are saying, not okay. And the guy's account is suspended. I'm not sure how long this has been going on. I just got back like 30 minutes ago myself. But so obviously people are like, no. And the account's been suspended and everything for probably for harassment and or threats. And that has been taken care of. However, what's really unacceptable is I was looking at Ian Miles Chong's Twitter, which is a great way to cause yourself to get a headache. But pretty much what he's saying is that could, you know, oh, well, even though Gamergate denounces that and is against it, you allowed it to happen. Because yes, Miles, Mr. Ian Miles Chong, we can force people not to be mean or rude. And the guy didn't even use the hashtag. So how are we supposed to know if he's actually a Gamergate supporter or not? I mean, it's sort of like saying, well, anyone who comes, walks down the street is a racist. Because there's been a few people who've been racists who've walked down the street. That doesn't make any sense. Or saying everyone in the South is racist. Because, there's a few towns or places down there where there are racists. You can't even do that. That is beyond all comprehension stupid. And I'm sorry, I'm going to call it like I see it. Abject nonsense is what's spewing out of these people's mouths. Yes, it's absolutely unacceptable that it happened. Absolutely. But hold the person who did it responsible. Don't just say, well, because it happened, all of these people are totally involved with it. What? What? Because wars happen in the world, humans are responsible for every murder. Because rape happens in America, all Americans are fostering rape. Because, because gang violence happens, all America is fostering gangs and assisting in them. No, you can't do that. Legally, you cannot do that. There is no way that you can legally stretch that over. Because we have not put forth that we support this or we condone this. We have instead said that we condemn it. You cannot pin this on someone. I'm sorry. I bet you can go to any lawyer and ask you, could you possibly charge all of these people with technically assisting in these threats? And they would probably tell you, no. Why? Because you can't do that. We haven't condoned this, we've condemned it. And just because it happens doesn't make it our fault. Okay? Just because some maniac goes out there and does something in the name of a cause isn't correct. If these people, and some of these people, have been tweeted out these pictures of, I guess, Arabs who are like, we're not ISIS. I'm not part of them. Well, fine. If you can do that, if you can be a Muslim and be part of Islam and not be a murdering psychopath, then why can't I be a supporter of Gamergate and not be for, threats and harassment? There's some self-awareness missing in all of this. Absolutely missing. And no, we're not part of this. The problem is these people, they don't even think about the stupid things they're saying. Because if you try to turn her around and say it about women, about gays, transsexuals, about Muslims, all of these people would probably turn around and say, you're a monster, you're a racist, you're homophobic, you're transphobic, you're all these things. But because we're gamers, it's okay. And you know what? I'm just tired of these people. Because I was talking to someone a lot earlier, like last week, who was bothered not for the fact that they were gang harassed, but because, we allowed it to happen. Yes, I am sorry, we cannot control every person in the world. If our mind-controlled powers worked, you guys would all be out of a freaking job. And we wouldn't have to worry about this, because you guys would not be a problem. We can't control other people. That's like the epitome of all things. You cannot control other people. You can try, but it never works. And that's the first lesson everyone has to accept in the world. You cannot control other people, you can just control yourself. And as soon as you start blaming other people for things that they themselves are not doing, they're going to get upset. And you're going to destroy any chance of having a reasonable conversation. And you know what? People have been getting death threats since before the internet was invented. For whatever reason. People would get phone threats, people would get all sorts of things. Doxing is not something new. And it's not something done only against others. There was someone who was with Gamergate who got almost the exact same message that someone was going to come to her home and stick a gun up her vagina and shoot her. Just like what was sent to this game dev. Pretty much the exact same threat. But people don't care. Because it doesn't fit their narrative. And I'm just done with this. I'm done with the people claiming they've gotten harassment and then refusing to provide any evidence so we can denounce it or we can get stopped. I mean, why would you even do that? I'm getting harassed. Well, can you show us the tweets so we can look into this? No, no, no. That's like going to the police and saying, this guy, my husband just beat me up and I'm bleeding all over the place. He's, and then them saying, okay, okay, we're going to take him to jail because that's how the law states. No, don't take him to jail. It's like Stockholm Syndrome. You're protecting the very people that you claim are doing it. So it's either blatant lying or Stockholm Syndrome. I'm honestly not sure which. Because people make claims, I'm getting harassed. And you say, can you give us screenshots of it? No, I can't. Or no, I won't. Why? Well, because I don't want to hurt the person or because I just want you guys to give me some sort of other answer. It's like asking the police, if the police come to your house because of a domestic violence situation and you say, no, don't take him to jail, just give me $500. What? That doesn't even make sense. None of it makes sense. All of this makes no sense. I'm not even sure how these people get up in the morning. I feel like they lay there, drool coming out of their mouths, and them going, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Because all that they're showing me is that they have a complete lack of self-awareness, a complete lack of logical reasoning, and they're just throwing mud. These people literally don't have a leg to stand on. Because all they can do is just call names and say you're all evil because one or two people who are entering a public area. I mean, it's not like we lock down the hashtag and we have to let someone in. This isn't a private Facebook group that we have to authorize each person to come in. And even then, some of these people just don't. There are people who do latch on, watch for a target, and then just latch on and do this whole, these people don't like this person. Hey, we're going to make death threats against them because it's funny. So guys, if you see anything stupid going on, say stop it. And if they won't, spread it around so people know. Report it if you need to. And when these people come and do this, say screw you. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of nice ways to say it. But honestly, if they say, and you're all involved with this, then all Muslims are involved with ISIS. If that's the narrative they want to go, then push it. If they want to try to push it, screen cap it and then counteract it. Because these people are so mind-boggling, mentally insane people. It hurts. I mean, it hurts my brain to even think about some of the stupid things they've said. Anyway, guys, just keep on keeping on. Do your best. Try to make it as far as you can. And one day, hopefully, we'll get rid of these people. Because these people should not be allowed to have any control over media. Because they lie. And they steal. They do. They steal money from other people. From us. From the game industry. They're parasites. They exist to cause problems. We need to get rid of them. Because they're not doing anything to help anyone. They're not helping gaming. They're not helping us. They're just pushing what they think is the ultimate truth without regards for whoever gets hurt. You know, I really don't want to make this comparison, but I think it's an apt one. We are like the Jews in Germany before the Holocaust. They've got flyers up everywhere saying we're monsters, we're evil. I mean, they've pretty much said everything except we eat babies. Or, we drink the blood of babies. I mean, they vilified us all the way we can, all the way they can, and now they're trying to hunt us down and kill us. One by one. Not in a literal sense, but in a figurative sense by doing everything they can to get rid of us. And we've got to stop it. Get the word out. Let the truth be known. Anyway, so let me know about this entire rant and your thoughts in the comments below. Rate this video even if you hate it. Subscribe to my channel here to get more updates like this. And go ahead and favorite this and share it around. Anyways, guys, I'm Oath Alliance. This is the OathCast. And you all stay strong and game on.